First of all, I would like to thank you all the collaboration within this work package 3, namely in literature review, where much people here collaborate and make the job. So I take this material, I write the reports, and now I will make a short presentation of the main ideas. I have the name of the people here. If somebody is missing, please tell me. I maybe forget someone. And I start with the idea of how simple is our project. As you can see, this is a model that can reflect where is our project, where is our levels of integration, and where the model we try to build is for. So we have 3 levels, including different people participating and interaction. That's the first level, where designers, and we learn from the first phase that the designers of experimentations are very important in terms of providing and influencing what is happened in the whole integration. Much of the things are our own ideas, our own perspectives that will be in the school or in the training sessions. So we have to collect information about these protagonists, also the facilitators, people who are in higher education, but make bridges with schools, and so it's a second level. And the third level is the classroom-based research, where some experimentations also are putting video supporting collaborative learning. So when we are talking about the project, we may be talking about everything, or we may be talking about one of these levels, or 2 levels, or the 3 levels. And the literature review and also the information you collect should be better understanding if you look at where is the context. What of these levels we are talking about? Because they have different people, different functions, and different ways of using technology for supporting collaborative learning. One thing is classroom-based research, another thing is teacher education. So this is only to make the big picture, and I think it can help to analyze different information I will put here. So if you remember, first research question was how video technologies and tools have been used to support collaborative learning. It was for facilitate professional development. Then you, of course, you know all the steps we take to find the answer for these questions, the criteria for collecting information, the methodology, the search, and the analysis. 100 papers were listed and reviewed by whole teams, and then the results. I think for first, the idea we have already in the project, that is the teachers in generally speaking, are not using video in a systematic way and not exploring all the potentialities and benefits that pedagogically will be possible using this video technology for supporting learning. In the report there are also, of course, more reference to these aspects. Also, pre-experimenters and lead users we have interviewed refers the same problems, meaning that resistances in the schools, resistance to changing, so some obstacles that combined with the literature and confirm the idea that it's not easy to put video technology in the school if taking the best from the technology. Then the models. These are different ways of using video technology for supporting collaborative learning that we find in the literature. You can, maybe, of course, people here are more familiarized with some of these models, but they can also be important to think and organize our ideas of what we can learn from what has been done before. We can mention, for example, video clubs, teachers' video traces, video cases, video clips, teaching practice video recordings, embedded in professional development programs, teachers' practice using video as a research tool, whatever in action research or data collection or other forms of research. Models for sharing in professional learning communities in digital platforms is also another model. For example, in video-based content way of providing, especially interactive and hybrid video. It's one of the models that came up from our research, and it's one of our partners is working on that. I'll use these pictures to distribute the information we got. Three types of ways of using video technology for collaborative learning. The first is video capture and recordings. Most of the models are centered on this way of using technology, especially in teacher education, press release education. That's the big streaming of the models. Then other ways is video making and producing videos as an educational process and as an enrichment of the environment, learning environment for students and also for teachers. And then the video-based content, providing information and knowledge through the video, using different strategies before or during or after the presentation of video-based content. As I mentioned, 8 of 10 models are centered in the video capture and recordings teaching practice. One model is in making and creating video, and one is video content based. I can try to resume the main ideas of the literature review on saying that video-supported collaborative learning is making an impact on teaching practices, especially in press release education and in service professional development. The main areas where we have research. Also, video-supported collaborative learning can offer opportunities to reach theoretical and practical knowledge needed for teaching and also of course for research. We find that this perspective have influenced the teacher's professional vision of his work, of his job. It has been an opportunity to bring teachers together and work collaboratively. And it also had promote observational skills, analyzing and sharing practices and reflections. Maybe the main dimensions that come up from the research. Also to observe and learning to analyze, as well as learning to integrate text and video, learning to design nonlinear information and reflection, which is the special case of hypervideo and iVideo education. Of course, active knowledge production and deep in the learners, motivation, engagement, and learning process, and increasing performance. So these are the main results we got from the lab.